Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. That's why he catches me off guard sometimes. Certain attacks that I don't expect will catch me. And then I panic. Not really panic. Now, I know this guy's moves too much to panic. Sometimes I will have a panic moment when I... If they do something and I'm on the healing defense, then yeah, maybe I'll start panicking. But... some attacks that I don't expect, or he does a quicker move, like that bonk or charge, sometimes will throw me off. Or if I'm just... a lot of my timing might just be I'm low on stamina, too. I'm not really paying attention to that. I know when I'm out, but I don't really actively pay attention if I have stamina when I try to do something, or I go to heal and it doesn't go off. Some of my shit doesn't go off sometimes. It'll leave me open right there. Like, there's a lot of dumb instances that I know are my fault. But here's the thing, I'm a bit slow. I don't notice sometimes. Sometimes I'll be in... Oop, right there I didn't attack. Ah, fuck! Like, right there, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Good. Ow! Not good. Dick. Good, I can heal here. Whoa! Hey! Rude. Fuck you! Dick! Didn't attack after that. You attack after this? Yes, you... oh, no, you're not. Damn it! Damn it! Ow! Boink! Hit. Swing. 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 Boink! Nope. Swing. Okay. Boom. Swing. Swing. Boink. He's gonna do his thing. Too damn, yeah. Completely. Too soon. Once I have the timing for that down, we should start consistently beating him. I can already beat him. I'm still gonna fuck up on his first phase a lot. Same thing that was happening with the Beast. I'm good at these games, but I just can't remain focused enough sometimes. Anything can just throw me off. Again, my rhythm gets thrown off, a lot of shit gets thrown off. I'm not also great at, like, forcing a certain RG string, or, you know, I mean, I just get what I get and I go through and flow and dodge whatever I see coming at me. Melee fights are my jam, and I'm better at them because of this. And that I shouldn't have swung at. I can swing there and heal here. Swing here. Dodge, dodge, swing. Damn it. I'm swinging, no, I'm dodging too much. This is his thing. Boom. And boom. Think. Heal here. And dodge. Yeah, that was too good. I could attack twice here. Dodge. Don't swing there. I'm an idiot. That's just instinct. Ow. Like right there. That stupid little shove. Fuck that shove. What am I doing? Too much swinging. Oh, yeah, he hit me again. Oh, no, I'm dead. I'm alive. Now he's throwing me off rhythm. I was too healy, too defensive. It's getting to the point where I can literally fucking walk you through how I fight him. Actually helps me a little bit. Yeet. That's basically how a lot of the other fights in Souls should be for me, but my Demon Souls remake playthrough told me differently. Then again, I just suck at Flame Looker. Dodge. Dodge. And dodge. Swing. Dodge. Swing. No swing. Never mind. Ow. Dodge. Die. Yes. That's a odd spot to be. Interesting. I rolled too soon. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Then I'm a very bad teacher. I'll just shut up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. Seriously. I don't know what Twitch determines viewer count or viewer as, but I appreciate everyone who is chilling. Ah, you trickster! I knew he wasn't going to do another attack aside from that. I didn't... Okay. It looked like he wasn't going to do another follow-up, but he did a slam instead, not a swing. I didn't expect that. Oh, what is in my way? Like, I couldn't see. I rolled too soon, and I could not see what was happening, or what was coming. I think his little phantom blocked me there a little bit. I'm not gonna say that that's why, but like, I literally could not see what he was doing after I dodged. That's what... I shouldn't have got hit there. I rolled too soon. But I did not see. His body was covered. My rhythm's off. This is why I can't take long breaks from these kind of games. I'll lose that rhythm. I'll get it back, but I don't really have a hard time adapting to each Souls game. It takes me a little bit, but I can adapt pretty quickly to them. I hate that I can't heal. I swung, please, game. No! Let me get back. Oh, fuck. Let me get back up. Oh, come on, you had to do that one final swing. I can't do a swing there. I have to be quicker than that. I hate that quicker swing right there. Damn it, see? Could have done it there. I can attack from there. Okay, okay, I want to learn that. I want to learn that. That's longer, but that's not a bad attack. I just gotta learn that. Much love to you, everyone. You guys are all beautiful. Everyone's. DDP with the raid. Hello, raiders. How are you guys doing? I'm surprised you're ending stream. I thought you were going to be going for a while. Hey, DDP. Behold the raid. Hey, Rostar. It's been a bit. How are you guys doing? It is over 9,000 indeed. I need to go to work. Ah. Well, you have a good day at work. I hope you're not too tired, my friends. Hope you guys aren't. I hope you're not too tired there, DDP. But thank you for your lovely contribution, my friend. Chocolate Chip, how'd your stream go? How was Elden Ring for you, Chocolate Chip? Mr. Batman over there. Good. You have a good rest of your day, my friend. I've been there. I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Hey, no, it's all good. I suggest you step away here, then. If you don't want spoilers, this is the final boss for me. Yeah. For one of the routes, anyway. I don't know all the game's different final bosses, but this is one of them. I don't know what you've seen of my end already, but if you were joining in anytime recently, you probably saw one of 3 bosses. One of the 3 last bosses I had to beat. The Beast, then there was the magic guy Gideon, and then this guy. I can watch the fight, but I'll dip out for the cutscenes. If you want to watch the fight, I could skip his initial cutscene where he transforms. Spoilers already. Like, I could skip his initial second phase cutscene. But I don't blame you. Trust me. I saw a bit of this fight too with Thick Nekolali's and I didn't watch all of it. But plus, I've already fought him a little bit earlier on. Spoiled. Sorry, I don't mean to. It's nothing like this version. Let me heal. Come on, I rolled. Would you let me do? Damn it! Oh my god! Fucking hell! Okay. I'm hit again. I have to be able to heal during that. I didn't mean to hit the button. I knew that was coming. Damn it. Here you come. Oh shit. I'm fucked. I'll skip whatever cutscene he has. You definitely saw the beast, yeah. And I'm sorry if you saw the clip at all for him. There's a few times where I did just let that... How he compares to Soul of Cinder. I find this guy easier than Lord of Cinder. I personally find Godric easier, or Godfrey easier. Gwyn's not hard, but he does have moments where he can throw me off much quicker, and his other phases, before he transforms into Gwyn, can very easily catch me off guard when he cycles through his different weapons. I'm still not great at his magic states. Godfrey's attacks are straightforward. He catches me off guard and throws me off rhythm. Yes. But I find him a lot easier. His second phase, even. I made the mistake of getting grabbed there, but, like... So far, he's opened with that grab every time. How you doing, Scotty? How's it going? But to me, he's personally easier. I prefer melee bosses. All the Magic Soul of Cinder have mess. Yes, no, like the last boss I fought, his name was Gideon. He's nothing but magic, and he's throwing... He's basically old monk from Demon Souls, so he has the... What is it? The, soul spear things? I forgot what they're called. Soul mass. He has the soul mass that he fires at you, and then on top of that, he's throwing gales, like, disc attacks. And then he has, like, the soul magic that he throws at you, and then he also has this buff on him that if you hit him too many times consistently, like chain attacks or whatever, it'll explode. Like, he again, like most magic, he's a bitch when you get up in his face. My winning round, I just stun locked him to hell. Yeah. Oh yeah, you are. FYI, multi boss fights. Multiple opponent boss fights. If you ever thought some of the multiple opponent boss fights in some of the Souls games were annoying, like Ornstein and Smo, they're actually designed very well. There's some that are bullshit. This game is full of them. Full of a lot of fodder. So when you're looking around the overworld and you find all these little dungeons and whatnot, there's a lot of fodder. Then there's going to be some where it's multiple fights and it's going to just wreck your day. And... yeah, you are in a treat for this game. If you don't have the patience for shit like this, I know you can get pretty upset just like I do. There's one boss that has 3 opponents in it that I still haven't beaten. Even though I've beaten variant forms of them alone and variant forms of them with one other boss in it, but all 3 of them together are a pain in the ass. I've beaten at least one of them several times, but getting all 3 of them down is a pain in the ass. I'm at 102 hours on my main and just finished Volcano Manor. Oh, okay, so you're not early. Okay, what I thought I saw today was your main, and you just started. Okay, so you're at Volcano Manor already. So you're right. Okay. There's a boss up... There's the boss there I haven't beaten. Like, I haven't even found this map part yet. But yeah. Gelmir. And all that over here, Mount Volcano Manor. Yeah. There's a boss up here that I haven't beaten yet. But this area is fun. Also, FYI, you get the pizza cutter there. If I recall correctly, you get this there. I'm not sure what... Lindell? Wait, moving toward the tree. Oh, Lindell. This is your ending point. It's your it's technically a full-on ending point. Cause yeah, you're gonna be coming here. And then eventually you're gonna come up to this. If you're going down the progress I am, you're gonna eventually be coming here, and then you're gonna be going to here. And then you're gonna be coming back. But it also depends. I was also doing the quest line for Rena's Rise. I don't know exactly what you're going to be dealing with, so I've also did a lot of shit underground. But, yeah. I don't know, I am going to have to look up NPC stuff, because I didn't even realize I was in a quest line for her. Yeah, I didn't even complete it. There's still stuff that I missed, because I guess there was a chest that I'm supposed to open, and I couldn't open it. So I have to, again, my PS4 file, PS5 file, I am going to be platinuming that, so I have to do everything. So I'm going to be doing the same ending that I did with Ronnie, whatever, but I'm going to look up all of it. Now that I've beaten it, I am more fine looking shit up. I'm still not going to be looking at... I'm going to try to avoid the bosses I haven't encountered. So, like, but yeah, I'll be a bit more okay. Fun fact, like, this game is big, but I wasted a lot of time. I have 300 hours on this. That is the most I've spent on a Souls game in one playthrough, and I'm not even 100. Yeah, there's a lot of fodder bosses I beat and just kind of like not cared about their souls. Some like story significant boss I beat and I'm just like go in with it and I just completely forget and I just die. So I've lost a lot of souls just being casual about it. Because my body is getting used to how I play on the earlier Souls games in the franchise, like Bloodborne and all the others, because I kind of just go around with my souls and just keep seeing how long I can keep them for. I've had well over 1 million at several points. Only to lose it to Amygdala. That's one instance. Defiled Amygdala. But yeah, like, so I gotta forget. There's a lot of souls I've lost. Like, I don't even need to be that high of a level. My stats are good. My build is complete. I'm a full strength build this time around. I'm not a quality. I don't have quality stats. That's fine. I'm still a great sword user regardless, but I went full on strength. This guy is fun, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not a big fan of Gideon at all. Like, I wasn't bitching or anything. Like, I've come along, like, I'm surprised. My patience with these games have come a long way. I still will get there, but, like, going from that beast clergyman, who wasn't a bad fight at all, I really, really love his second form's design and fight. He's just fast and he moves around a lot. It was stressful. And then, like, this guy just surprises me sometimes. Because then there's, again, like that. There's times where he'll do a certain string of combos that he'll either not do other times. Like that. Sometimes he'll swing differently there. And sometimes I dodged that before. Like, yeah, no, like, sometimes he doesn't swing during that. It's really annoying. When he stomps close to me, sometimes most of the time he doesn't swing. That shouldn't have hit me. That was... like, damn it. I'm also on a pillar, I don't like that. Oh, that was too early. Alright, I gotta... heal. No! That was too late. I don't think I can heal during that. I don't think I can heal during that and still dodge. I would have to really be on that and do it right away. Because the heal animation is just about how long that delayed attack is. Nice. I'm using the Zweihander for the first time in these games, and I love it. The Zweihander is always a good starting weapon. I found I found a few of these greatswords pretty early. Like, yeah, I was using the Claymore at first for a bit, and then I found this early. And I was using this for a little while. This was my first main sword in this playthrough. I used this a bit, but then I switched over to this. I want to try to get used to some of the Ashes of War, because I never really used them in 3. Because they were, you know, they were tied to weapons in that one. You can't do what you can in this. Yeah, the Ashes of War customization is really great in this. I really like that. It adds the mechanics of 3, but they just make it so much better. It's probably broken as fuck, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun. And then I leveled this up a bit. This does a lot of damage. I gotta try to see if I can try to get used to the timing on this. I don't know if this guy's weak to bleed or not. Well, technically, frickin' Malakesh is weak to bleed. I could have fucked his day up with this if I just was... He's fast, so I'm not... I gotta get used to the timing with this weapon now, so I want to try it a bit. The problem I'm gonna have is I don't have that same roll attack. It's gonna take a bit getting used to. I don't have the same roll attack, so I won't have my range. That might make this... I don't know if it's slower or not, because he does a slam, if I recall. If not, I'm not quite good with these weapons yet. I gotta practice a lot more with them. But I want to try a different build next time. I'm just not good at memorizing where things are either, so I'm not gonna be able to always start with a weapon that I want to right away or something. That's hard for me to learn that. So I can't just make a build and immediately go and get all the shit nearby that can upgrade it, make it godly. But that's fine by me. Fuck. Hit me there. Whoops. Yeah, I can't. No, I'm too used to my other weapon. Let's finish this game off. And again, my title is making the joke that I've been just naming my stream finale. Finale? Finale? Can we beat this game finally? God. In the grand scheme, this is a fun playthrough, but it was horrendous. Me missing some of the most obvious shit that I was near. Me getting into Lindell took fucking forever. Even before I was able to... Even before I was actively going there for the fire. Because I did a lot of Ronnie stuff. I defeated Estelle and all that shit. Here, dodge here, hit here, dodge here. Not hit there, but I can dodge it if I time it right. Hit there, hit. I swung, but it didn't swing. Hit here. Dodge here. Dodge here. He's gonna do his thing. Here. Bring him down there. Do a riposte here. Bink! Hit him here. Miss there. Roll too soon there. Roll anyway. Hit twice here. You can technically hit him 3 times. I just missed the first one. Come on! Damn it! Shit. Yeah, he caught me off guard with that. Caught me off guard with this! I'm thrown off. Yeah, he threw me completely off. Ugh. I think Kingslayer was using the Lord's Sworn Greatsword. Has good look to it, but lacks. No, it's also bad. That weapon's alright. I was using that for a while and I really needed something better than it's... Yeah. Unfortunately, it lacked a lot more than just the stab. But yes, that is a limiter for me. A lot of the bosses that have been giving me some sort of trouble, I've been not being able to really get used to attacking the way I do. I find the best timings for my attacks to dodge through is when I do my roll attack. My timing with my other moves, I don't have down, and I'm so used to relying on dodging through the other Souls games that, whoops, jumping and other mechanics is going to be a while. I'm expecting other moves, sorry. Like, I should be hitting him, but I'm not. Okay. I wasn't expecting it that time. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, the moment he gets me on the healing, I get like wrecked house bad. I just can't. I gotta get on a rhythm. I don't have that anymore right now. Otherwise, I'd be on his second phase, no problem. I roll! Hello? Why do I roll too soon? I gotta get that timing in my head. Maybe I can hit him again. I rolled! Jeez, Godfrey, please. Dick! Yo, let's go! Hope the night's going. It's going good. It's going well. Kind of like a reskinned bastard sword, I guess. Yeah, it kind of is, yes. The night's going well, Nick. I have this dude's moves. It's like I have a weird instinctual rhythm with my instincts when my body hits the button and whatnot. This guy can throw me off by anything. So, like, while I have gotten this guy to a second phase and come close to bringing him down to probably about a good 30% left of his health or so, but like, yeah, you're gonna be seeing me die to this simple first phase a lot, even though I know his moves. There's just certain strings of attacks that he gets me with that can easily put me on the defense. But this guy has been no problem really for me. It didn't take me long to learn his moveset. The last boss I fought before him was magic user. I'm not great at dodging magic, but that guy has one major weakness. Being up in his face, because he's magic. My winning blow on him is I just stun-locked him to death. He didn't have a chance to sit there and cast anything. The only thing I had to worry about in that fight was getting up in his face and being able to attack him and be able to regen stamina enough. And no problem. Hey man, it was good hanging with you earlier. It was good seeing you and Papa. I appreciate you guys. I hope your stream in night is going well too, my friend. Well, I know your stream ended, but I hope your stream went well. But yeah. This guy's not too bad. If he just knocks me off a rhythm, it's... Or if he puts me on the defense and I'm healing, I usually can't get back into a set rhythm. He can throw me off very easily. He has a few attacks that sometimes I don't expect him to string together. Like I can hit here. He's gonna stomp. I dodged too soon. Here. Stomp. Nope, I can't hit there. Sometimes he... The reason might be is because he did another attack prior to string into that stomp. Usually when he stomps right in front of me, he doesn't swing. Those distant stomps are getting me because I'm rolling into the midst of it. I gotta be close enough to actively... Normally, when I get close to him and roll through his stomp from a distance, he doesn't hit me, but I'm probably just because I'm not close enough to him. I appreciate everybody. Again, Godfrey is an easier fight in the long run, but versus the Beast Clergyman, Malakesh, and Gideon. I was expecting more out of Gideon, to be honest. All he did was heal. That's if you let him even. Ow. Damn it. Too far away. He's gonna do his thing here. I dodged that. I dodged that too. Have fun. Son of a bitch! Damn it. See, doesn't take much. He threw me off. I was healing. Every time, like, their AI has gotten a lot better. And yes, there's a lot more downtime. Your knockdowns are more of a thing, more of a massive punishment. Your heals and your horse and any summons it could be a massive punishment. A lot of your animations are much slower, which is fine, but for a greatsword user, it's kind of rough sometimes. I haven't really found a good way to really do other attacks besides my roll. And damn it! Oh, come on, man. Ah. That was meant to be a roll. I really do need to tap into my damn instinct. My ultra instinct. I'm not even getting to his second phase. His first phase, his second phase? The slight change in his output, where he freaking stomps have a wider range. I guess that's not really a second phase. I thought it was, but then no. There's the cutscenes, his initial transformation. But still, I can't even get consistently to that phase either. Ah! Okay, I don't know what I was doing because I was hitting the button. I hit the button. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Stop, baby. Stop, baby. Woo. Woo. Get on here. Get on here. Get on here. Ah! Super rusty. You really. Yeah, my inner Saiyan, yeah. I only call it that because I'm literally just... because I'm just dodging everything, getting all these hits in, and then, like, out of nowhere, something will cause me to plop out of it. Either either that or I catch chat with my eye, or I get hit. I call it Ultra Instinct because Goku does the same thing. That's literally what that is. The moment he starts thinking too much, his body no longer reacts on impulse. My God of War Valkyrie fight in my Alone fight from DS2 is an example of that. My Alone fight's a lot easier though, because I actually know his moves. That Valkyrie, I was like, what the hell? Literally, I trained a bit, did it twice, so it's more than just that. There's some skill involved. But I literally did not really understood how I dodged all of that twice in a row. Like there's skill, but there's also just that involved. My body reacts on its own. That's why, like, I watch their feet. When I'm watching the boss fights, I don't really pay attention to them so much. I watch their feet, more or less, and my character's actions. I learn off of what's coming, from their weapon itself. Like, I don't really pay attention. So there's a lot of times where I don't even notice he's doing a certain move. I watch him coming. Did I just say that? There's a lot of moves where I'll be like, oh shit! Get caught off guard because it's hard. I don't really pay attention to them that much. Like, I was caught off guard by his massive slam where he does the big earthquake at first. Now I know what that somewhat looks like now. But yeah, watching his feet there. Dodge this. There it is. Watch. I can jump hit him here. He's gonna do his massive slam. Now! Hit him twice here. There, he's doing it again. Problem is now, he doesn't delay after it. Hit him here. Hit him here. I dodged that. Oh, fuck. Doing it again. Done. Second phase. Yep. I was drinking. I skipped the cutscene too fast. That's fine. fine. I actually like explaining me. I enjoy explaining my process of fighting this guy. It actually gives me a rhythm. It helps my rhythm, and you'll see more of his second phase soon enough. I made the mistake. I forgot, like, it's right away. He's right in front of me. Generally, I could let that play out, but I don't want... Clint doesn't want to see it. And I don't mind his patronage. But if you need to go, Clint, I love you, but I appreciate you patronage. But I am going to be watching the final cutscene, everything else, so if you want to head out after I beat him. If I even beat him tonight, to be honest. If not tonight, I'm definitely beating him tomorrow. So yeah, you can run back, get a jump hit in here, and not get hit there. Oh, that was horrendous. And I dodged that. Oh, yep, I dodged that. That dodge that happened right there, that's because I dodged before he hit me, or right as he hit me. So the dodge carried through, and it threw me off, because I was going to heal in that instance. And that's... I'll pop out quick for the cutscene then. Oh, for the final cutscene or the cutscene leading into his transformation? Because I made the mistake there of swigging after my thought process was, I'm going to take a swig real quick, then I'm like, oh wait, I want to skip this entire thing. Because I was going to show a little bit to drink, but no, then, like, yeah, no, my left hand was off the joystick. So my dodging would have gone forward. That was my mistake entirely. But if you want to pop out for the full final cutscenes, I got you. It won't take me long to get past this phase here. I don't like being in a corner. Ow. I don't know what you're doing there. Please, oh, come on, he's not doing what I'm expecting. Swings after those stomps. Come on! No, I didn't mean to hit after that. I gotta get his timing down for that better. I'm gonna get hit by it. Come on, I rolled that. Okay. Oh! Okay. Goodbye. Okay. That's different. He can lead into the grab. He can do... Okay. That leads into a grab. Noted. I almost got grabbed again by his first... Or his thing. That's gonna catch me off guard. I already stated this the first time I got to his face. I was like, oh, that grab's easy to dodge, but I'm gonna get grabbed by it. Just because sometimes I do relax and forget that it's the first thing he does. Sometimes Genichiro used to get me with his entrance when he would charge at you in his third phase, or then he would catch me off guard and I fucking fuck up his lightning all the time. Like, that shit catches me off guard all the time. Like, I was godly against Genichiro. I mean, there's times where I fuck up. Sometimes I will walk into the back end of his ass. Sorry. Yes. And, it'll hit me. You heard me. You heard me. Oh. Do something? No. Should have been a roll. Ooh, I can get that. Ooh, I can get all 3 hits on him on that. I just... The moment I go for the hit, I gotta... The moment I first roll, I have to hit the attack immediately. And then I have to get ready to roll again. So I can get all 3 smacks on him on that earthquake slam of his. There's a few of his stomp swings that I can, combo swings that I can actually roll through or hit him on multiple accounts. But I don't know the exact timing and which ones he'll swing at me. He can throw me off with a different variety of one of those combos. Like right there, he didn't even slam at all or swing at all. I can swing here and I can swing here. Stomp. Swing here. Oh, I can't, actually. Yeah, this is his main slam. Thought so. Whoops. Was I out of stamina? Or did I just not pull it off? Or did I actually pull it off and I just did it too late? Either way. And another problem is my body's getting used to when he does do his stomps and swings, so sometimes he throws me off when he doesn't do them. Yeah, I think I would have rolled. If that move didn't kill me, I probably would have rolled. Because I hit it right then. So it probably did it right as he hit me instead, so it probably would have gone through. A lot of the times I see my stamina regenning. I don't really pay attention to my stamina too much. Oh. Okay, that slam hitting me threw me off completely. Yeah, no, that definitely pulled off. I definitely hit it right before his attack hit me, but it was too late. Like I said. And I know his moves, but I don't know exactly when he's gonna do them. I'm not... For some reason, I can't get that down. Like, I can't make him I can't make him my complete bitch. Like, for instance, for anyone who's seen Lobos Jr.'s content, he knows exactly how to predict a certain move swing depending on his positioning or what certain attacks he does or whatnot. Like, I can't do that. I know their moves. I know what moves that he's going to do in a string, but I can't predict if he's going to do that move or if he's going to do one move or if he's not going to do it at all. Like, sometimes Gideon, for example, would throw 5 soul spears. There's times where he'll throw 3, 4, or 1. It most likely is on my positioning, but there's times where I'm spam dodging because I expect it. Or even running. And there's a lot of moves where I can easily outrun. I'm just used to dodging a lot. Just because it's easier for me, and it's just instinct at this point. So there's a lot of mistakes. You'll see me like, if you go and watch my fight with Malakesh, the second phase of the Beast, there's times where he goes to do a slam that leads to an AoE, and I go to roll back, and because the camera shift, because I'm locked on, which locked on is bad a lot of the times, but it's there to keep my positioning on him. Otherwise, fighting him unlocked, I can't do. Like, I can't. So, like, yeah. I'll be right back. I have to use the washroom. This place is called Ashen Capital, references to Dark Souls. Most likely, there's a lot of Ashen something or other in this game. I don't know if it's a direct reference to Bloodborne, but there's an NPC in Elden Ring that becomes the Beast Clergyman if you feed him this item called the Death Root. It's kind of reminds me of the guy from Bloodborne that turns into the Abhorrent Beast when you have him in the hub and you question him. It's kind of like that, in a way. So I don't know if that's like a direct nod, but it feels like it because it's an NPC that you have in the hub or whatever, or some location, and you feed him this item enough and he becomes evil. That very same Beast Clergyman I fought, you fight him as an enemy, potentially. And just like Abhorrent's first encounter, oh, was it a rough fight. But yeah, a lot of this is going to be, like, this to me feels like a big reference to Dark Souls Kiln. Like, a lot of these are, then again, Souls have a lot of the same shit. Ending-wise, fight, like, mechanic, like, there's a lot of things that they just keep reusing. It's sad and nice. Like, I complimented this game early on for me finding nothing but new encounters. And I realized quickly it was going to become reused. Because there's some enemies that become bosses, like the Chalice dungeons and shit. Like how Bloodborne has, like, a pig or whatever, you know, and certain mobs. This game does it too. At least some of them feel more unique until you run into their counterparts. And then they just start throwing multiples of them at you at a time. There's one fight with one of them, there's a fight with 2 of them, then there's a fight with 3 of them, then there's this version of a fight with 1 or 2 varying different things. One's based on fire, one's based on magic. Yeah, they do that a lot. You know how it is with Souls, Clint. This game's... They need to stay away from a lot of that. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. I don't like the fights with multiple opponents, i.e. Crucible Knights or Godskins. Even though I did very well on that winning fight. Despite me using a NPC summon. Fuck that battle. Fuck that battle in hell. Yeah, it takes a lot to get... Yes, it does. This game has kicked my ass more times than I care to admit. It's an open world, too, so, like, a lot of return visits to areas where I, like, need a certain key item or something. Like, I don't remember any of this, if I've gotten it, or... If I don't do a certain dungeon, for an example, if I go to try to go one of these dungeons, and I'm not there for a while, there might be a chance I'll forget if I've beaten it. I remember I needed to go through one of the tunnels again to get down to here, or there was a certain thing I missed to advance through some of this. But I know I had to get back through there, and I remember going through the tunnel that leads into all that, and that actually helped me find stuff that I otherwise missed. So it was like, nice, but like, I gotta be careful with that, because I know there was a key that allowed me to progress that was here, literally right here, that I fought a dragon for, but I didn't realize the key was there. It makes sense, it was a magical key, but my brain doesn't sit there and think, oh, I'm in a magical area or whatever. And now, second playthrough onward is where I'm going to slowly start to pick up on memorization of stuff. But I'm still bad with exploration and stuff like that. I've never been good at this stuff. A lot of my exploration is kind of just me running around, and I really have a hard time paying attention to where I'm going, because I'm just going. I'm better with landmarks, but I'm still, like, bad at my attention skills. So, like, even when I drive, I pay attention where I'm going in front of me a lot of the times. That's why I have a hard time memorizing locations and how I get certain spots. So if I find a certain way, the only way, or one of the ways into a place, and I die and I'm nowhere near it, I'll forget how I got there. Happened a lot. It took me forever to get into here, and I believe the entrance is somewhere along this spot here or somewhere, or something like that. And I was like, God damn it! I know I could have been in Lindell for a while, like very early on. I could have gone in here because my goal at that point was to come here. And there was this big elevator, and I kept thinking I was gonna access it eventually, but it's a shortcut elevator. There's just a lot, like. It took me a while to get through to here. It took me a while to figure out all of this. That's why I have 300 hours on this damn game. Like, there's shit down here I haven't fully beaten. There's the stupid undead fish thing. That reminds me of Anima from Final Fantasy X too. Or 10. I got, what's-his-face down here. I hate rot! Go fuck off. Like, I remember when I was over here fighting O'Neill. Like, I was struggling with finding new sections, and like, and then I looked around a lot of the areas again, and then I found a lot more of the warps and stuff. I'm not trying to spoil locations for you, but like, yeah, like, I remember just struggling and then just looking around. If you ever are lost or confused, I know Mercer's having trouble with exploration in Resident Evil 8, and I am horrendous at Resident Evil, like. Especially the originals, where it's not only tank controls, but like I have a hard time with like Metroidvania-esque, like, you know, go to one area, then you have to come back and do another thing from later on or whatever, find pieces and shit. And then like you find a key somewhere, and then you got to remember where the last door for it was. I have a hard time memorizing that because a lot of my goings and throughs is instinctual. I found a lake of rot a while ago and still haven't traversed it because... I'm assuming it's going to be the area that I was talking about. Caelid. Yeah, Caelid is a home of rot and a sorcerer town. Fun. It's not that bad. But... it's not as, in my opinion, it's not as bad as this. This ain't too bad either, but I don't think I found all the stuff down here that makes it more traversable, because there's platforms you can raise. Oh, you found the one underground. Here's the underground rot. Because this is the Lake of Rot underground. So if you're here, wow. Nice. Okay, yeah, I didn't know if you meant which, because this also is rot area over here. Okay, so if you're in the underground rotting lake, yeah, alright. Yeah, if you're doing Ronnie's quest. So shit. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is all I've found of the underground. I haven't found any way to find any other spots. I probably will through a different quest line or such. Yeah. They both suck, yes. I'm gonna tell you right now, fucking Estelle sucks balls. The boss that's in here sucks balls. Fuck Estelle. Fuck this fishman. Estelle's not even that bad, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Estelle feels like amygdala. A lot. With its certain attacks, not too bad. It's not as nowhere near as bad as her. But the hit the head thing, I'm not a big fan of those. She was easier than Midir and amygdala for me, but still a pain in the ass. Planet, bitch. Smack me with Uranus. Fucking show you a good time. To the one underground. Yeah. Well, you're doing well then. So I take it you're playing your first playthrough off camera then. Well, you're doing well. You're beating it a lot faster than I did, Clint. Probably. Like, if you have 100-something hours, I have 3. My exploration is horrendous. It wouldn't be that bad if it was just my exploration. It's my memory, too. I mean, you saw quite a bit of my Resident Evil. I don't know how much, but, like, there's a lot of dumb shit, and I'm grateful for the people that didn't actively try to tell me where to go, because I know it must have been frustrating to some, and one of my close friends that I worked with watched me. Yeah, I'm further, because I've played this game more, but still, and straight, you've done other things. You also don't stream as much as I do. Not that that's a bad thing. I just have much less of a personal life. Besides work, but, like, I don't go out, I don't do anything else, so I get you. But still, dude, it took me, there was a couple there's like 3 or 4 streams where I'm wasting, like, over half of it just running around, literally talking. Not that that's a bad thing, like I'm doing now. But just wasting precious hours with nothing because I couldn't find anything. This was around the time when I was looking for the key in this area. And there was a lot of, then I had to go through, then, like, when I made it into the academy and all, it took me a bit to get through there and stuff like that. Like, then I had to get through here. It took me a while to get through here, and then all of this, like, I'm still, like, I didn't immediately get to these areas and then cruise through a lot of it. I was getting stuck and confused. Yeah, glintstone key. Oh, trust me, I had to look it up because my dumbass did not see that this little crevice over here. It's fine. Like, there was a lot of stuff that were hidden to me. It's fine. Like, it was one of the few things that I looked up. I didn't really have to do a lot. It just took me a while. I'm blind. I'm not, like, there's a lot of obvious shit I'll miss. I had a lot of fun with this playthrough. The only problems I've had is that. Me running around like an idiot several streams because I was confused. A lot of this game has had several moments throughout it where I'm, like, confused. And then eventually it started to culminate in trying to go into here, and then, once I got in here and all that, and then over here, we kind of just breezed through it. But, like, yeah, it's taken me quite a bit to get through a lot of this, and it's kind of annoys me. But I've had fun throughout this. And, like, tend to do the other. Sounds accurate. I'm just saying, you got through, a lot of you guys got, not that it's a problem, it's really not, but you guys got through this in a much shorter time frame than I've spent way too much time doing jack shit looking for some things that I wasn't, either I didn't have access to yet or I was just blind. I'm like that in all of them. My first play in all of them was like that. Even now, I still get, there's smaller spots that I don't always visit that when I'm trying to play, like with Reaper yesterday, there was the other side of the sewer in Bloodborne that I couldn't find I didn't remember exactly where it was. Like, I still have issues with games that I even know. I'll have moments where I'll run around like an idiot in Dark Souls, There was one dumb stream I did where I couldn't find my way down through the forest one time. I derp. It happens. I still don't memorize a lot of item locations. Even after all this time with Dark Souls, I still don't know a lot of them. I still have a bad time with RNG and stringing boss attack patterns together and exactly knowing what they're gonna do. Regardless. Like, I love the game. I know I'll never become God at this franchise. I'm good, and I know that. This boss right now is not really that much of a problem. The only issue I'm having is it's just instincts. Something throws me off, I'm thrown off my rhythm. My complaining in this from the other games is far, far less. I've only really been truly mad is because I was not going anywhere. And I know my idiocy, and that's my only issue, is I know my memory's bad. I'll literally forget dialogue seconds later. A lot of the times, though, too, now lately, I haven't really been paying too much attention, to be honest, to this game. Like, when I played it with Zero, which was technically the first time, I didn't even acknowledge the cutscene. I still barely even remember the first cutscene. Normally, and also with all the talking with Mercer and them, not blaming them, but I'm getting more active with that. So a lot of my attention span's going to be divided. Go and watch my bits where I'm actually talking to somebody versus me without talking to anybody. This guy is getting to the point where I can easily beat him now while explaining it, but my attention needs to be more on it. Otherwise, I'm going to get... Like with, for instance, the Beast. There's a lot of moments where I was just not in a groove and just lost it. Kind of why I haven't beaten him consistently yet. I'm getting his second phase every now and then. He's a bit quicker than the Beast, but also my body hasn't quite used to certain strings of his attacks yet, and he'll catch me off guard with some of his moves. I'm having fun with this playthrough. It's one of my... So far, this is already top on the list for me. I know Lolly said he didn't enjoy the lore, but I'm going to enjoy reading up on it. And watching Vati's videos on... Lore was never really that big of a thing for me, but I really enjoyed Dark Souls lore and some other games that I've played, the stories. I do like story a lot, but generally I have a hard time piecing a lot of stuff together. There's a lot of obvious stuff in Devil May Cry that I didn't pick up on. I don't know. But I haven't really been reading a lot of this text and stuff because I've been active with voice chat more and Twitch more. Normally I'd be all over. I went from usually explaining games to playing them purely for people. I still try to do my help, but my walkthrough-esque style went away. But like, I like being able to explain my process through fighting this guy's phase. I don't know. Or if I'm good enough at a fight, I like to call out what I'm doing. Hit. Dodge. Dodge. Hit. Dodge. 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 Hit. Don't hit the way I do. You want to roll attack. You can heal here. Dodge, hit. Dodge. Dodge. Could have hit. Hit. Dodge. Try not to get hit, because that attack sometimes can hit if you're close. No. See, I don't... Sometimes he'll do other attacks after that. This is where you're going to do his Earthquake Slam, so you want to roll right when he does that. I rolled too soon. You want to roll when he slams, and then roll when he pulls shit up. I fortunately did it too late. And too early. I'll definitely watch VOTI because I won't be able to... Now, especially these games, no. I can't. I'm just not good at putting things 2 and 2 together sometimes. Especially if it's more crypt. My problem also is that I don't keep certain information in my... I can't keep information. It's my long-term memory. I need to get certain stuff into. My short-term memory can't keep a lot of information. It just loses it. I don't even try to, but I really have to be more focused on the story if I'm going to learn it. So for this, you can run back, go up attack, and hit him. Hello? Did I break you? You threw me off my fucking rhythm now. Can you attack more? Yeah. I asked for it totally. Attack. Attack. Dodge. Attack, attack. Bonk, bonk, attack. Dodge. Attack. And you want to damn it? Yeah, you want to damn it. Fuck. Don't. You can attack twice there, but I didn't expect that. Nope. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh god, I gotta get... Okay, I really gotta plan out that timing massively for that. I can get his delayed attacks, but I have to... I have my ways. Godfrey's... like he was checking... Yeah, I know, and it threw me off! There was a moment where I also had him doing his stomp, like his close stomp. Like he'll just stomp over and over again right in front of me. And he wasn't doing anything else. There was one moment I was like, are you okay? And when he does that, I don't know to attack him. I rolled too soon. I know when I'm gonna roll too soon on that. See what I mean? Like there's times where he does that where he doesn't swing that last round. I can't... There's a lot of... Unfortunately, yeah, there's a lot of openings I'm missing because I expect something else, or don't expect something else, and then I get hit. It's annoying. Because no, this fight is generally not difficult for me. He's been easier than some of the other fights that I have beaten faster than. That's why I don't really count losses as a way to determine who's difficult for me. Is it honestly? And in the subsequent playthroughs, I've usually done far better on some bosses that have killed me a ton. Like I should be able to beat Malakesh a lot faster. I say that, but I hope so. Damn it. Don't charge at me. I gotta... When I go for his delays, I like to back up a bit, then walk forward. It kind of gives me that timing. It's also... You can also watch his feet. And his hands. It's easier to see his feet when he stomps. The second one, it's kind of... I'm usually behind him, so it's harder for me to see the timing for it. But he pulls up the sword. But usually the walking backwards, walking forward kind of gives me a timing. I'm also better at dodging his certain delays at close range than I am at far range. Oh, Jesus! I didn't even see that coming. Hello? I rolled. I didn't even... That was a fast attack. I didn't expect that. Oh, you just beat me again, huh? Hey, okay, fine. Ow. That's my first time trying to dodge that attack, actually, where he does that slam there. That little... I wasn't expecting that. He had a great rhythm in the beginning there. Yeah. It honestly, yeah, it depends on what he does. He'll surprise the crap out of me, like that slam that he just did there, and that attack is not something I'm used to him doing, so that was my first time really trying to see what I can do with it, and it fucked me. But there's times where he throws me off with the stomps. Sometimes he'll swing, sometimes he won't swing, sometimes he'll swing more than once, like... Then there's, like, that finisher that keeps hitting me there where I swing, where he swings to the side. Like, sometimes he won't swing, but... Like, I don't know, I gotta... My body's getting used to one of his rhythms. And the others, when he throws something that I don't expect at me. Like, when he charges me! Or when he did that big slam after the charge dodge that I dodged. Like, and... It doesn't take much for this guy to throw me off on anything. The moment I'm on healing, usually I fail. The only reason why it was so bad with Malakash is because I'm spam rolly sometimes, and I was trying to get away from attacks, and then his attack does damage to me after it hurts. So, I usually die. I can heal, but I usually die while I'm doing it because I rolled too much. Like, I'll have my panic rolls out of instincts. Sometimes you'll see me roll too much. What up? Murda was good. Hey, Clint, can I get a shout out for Murda? She wrote, I'm doing well. Doing well. Trying to fully learn this butthole. How you doing? Oh, hey there. Hey there. Thank you, Clint. Missed. Hit. Swap. Bonk. I dodged you, you butthole! Yes, I can. No! Yeah, that timing. Oh, I could hit again. Some of those stomps I can hit after he does it. Fuck, I'm getting too far away. Can you get away from the wall? Too early. Doing great. Chilling, watching streams. I appreciate you, Murda. I hope you had a good day and a good stream. Damn, I was on the groove there. I was on the groove there, then he hit me with that. I rolled too soon. Bleh. Pot. Sconce bolt thing. Wow. Yeah. I'm not even getting to his second phase anymore. Huh. I have his attacks. I just get too easily fucked. Like it's annoying. You gonna jump? Yes, you are. Damn it. Ah! The butthole. Hello, what was that dodge, man? Don't ask. I don't even know how I'm dodging some of these things. Bonk. That one I understood how I'm dodging. The other ones I went. The other one I went under. I do not know how I dodged it. I've had that happen a few times. Like that should have hit me. Excuse me. Excuse me, roll. Oi. Slam. Yeah. Ah. Fuck. Fuck. Threw me off my rhythm again. Okay. Damn it. Good thing is he's the same. Waiting for him to do a better version of this combo. Ah! There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, I want to learn this. Oh, God. Oh, fuck me, that's a wide range. I need to learn that timing. I was caught up. Yeah. Yeah, he broke me out of that rhythm, too. I had no rhythm already, because that start. For one, my body relaxed. I forgot that he grabs again. That I didn't get caught by it, but again, it's gonna do that to me. Also, I tried to heal there. Look, I'm not trying to make excuses, but these are all my mistakes, and that's because of it all. We got this, though, eventually. But we got this. Mistakes were made, and I'm gonna need you. I expected it to back. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that I was expecting you to jump away from me, but no. Now I don't know if he's gonna do that fucking swing that he catches me on. I really should just get my body used to dodging that, and then I'm gonna get all the openings. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you all. You guys are amazing people. That attack. I need to... Sometimes he doesn't do that. That's twice in a row I died there. I can get a jump attack on that jump slam. Maybe I should just roll, but I have a harder... Like, it's easier, personally. I need to... Like, that lock on. Like, I only keep the lock on, really, so I don't have to fuck with the camera too much. I also fight better with it. My aim is sometimes god shit. Thank you, Chocolate Chip. I love you, Chocolate Chip. Get this out of my way. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it now. Aha. That attack, fuck you on that, man. I hate you. Yeah, I was expecting a different attack. Not a stupid rush stomp. I dodged that, please. Yep, you can even see it there. It dodged immediately. Ow! Afterwards. Come on. Oh, God. Fuck you, man. Rhythm killing bastard. Ow. When I look away. Oh my god, that is so delayed. I dodged his first one by jumping. That was nice. I need a way to find out that time. Honestly, didn't know Twitch had follower emotes in addition to sub. That's cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the you guys got me a lot of my emotes slots. Thank you guys. You guys have opened up so many emotes for me. With all the subs you guys have given, I've gotten more follower emotes, I've gotten sub emotes, and the animated emotes. There's not many more left to unlock. I forgot how many more and what the goals were, but you guys getting me to nearly 50 subs or whatever. It's insane. Yeah, I'm at 44 subs and 671 follows. I'm going on 700 follows now. Fucking god damn it. Where the hell? Yeah, that AoE is rough. No, that whole entire second phase initiation with his before he transforms really fucked me up. But yeah, his second phase, I'm not quite used. I haven't really encountered that attack too much. I've encountered it a few times. It's killed me. But, like, I haven't really had much time with his second phase yet. So, like, his delay is a lot worse. I'm actually very bad at delays, but I pick up on them quick. I just need I need to be close. Because I'm better at close range, but I also need to figure out a way to get his rhythm timing. Because I usually have a little thing that I do where I walk forward and back a bit. I gotta figure out the timing of him, and then I got even his first phase slam that he does there gets me, just because a lot of times I do not expect it, and I'm in the midst of healing, because I can dodge and hit him through both of them. He does stand... He does get open. I don't know how open he's going to be in a second phase, but he's open a bit on that slam of his. And you're noticing I'm getting his stun and riposts earlier sometimes. This is because I'm... You have to hit him in a certain time... hit him... yeah, you have to hit him in enough in a certain time frame. From what I'm seeing. I really don't get a lot of those attack riposts and stuns like that, so I don't really understand it too much. I really don't care, but like that's what I've seen. But I can jump hit him here. Yes, there. That's what I'm expecting. Okay. See how he doesn't swing twice there? And there, but I missed. Like, it's very weird. And there's his slam again, which I can hit through. I can hit through again. And I should be able to get through that. I have to hit right away. Like, the problem with that third hit, when he does the second slam, I have to roll the first one and immediately attack. I guarantee you I hit it, but I don't think it actively registers enough to where I would roll through it if I lived that attack. The reason I think I'm having more patience with these games is that I'm actively seeing more of my faults so much. The other games, also, a lot of the times I would feel cheaped on. I'm still probably a bitch on the older games, but Elden Ring has truly shown me a lot of my errors more than the other games. I think this game is generally better in that regard. Hey! Like right there, that was my reaction. I didn't react in time. He caught me off guard with that. So, I'm also out of stamina! If I like pause for a second or think of anything else for a second, I immediately throw myself off. Like the other Souls games, ow, like right there, and that. Like the other Souls games have a rhythm, just not like this. This feels a lot more like, Jesus. See, right, all that I lost. Like I was busy, just completely on a different train of thought. But like this game's got combination, like its rhythm feels more of Sekiro minus the whole you're not parry dancing. Like I don't know, I really am liking Elden Ring's combat. It's the same generally, but I feel more of a rhythm with it than the other Souls. It's hard to explain. Really, actually is. Going back and playing Bloodborne, I didn't really. Me and Reaper couldn't summon. I don't know what was wrong, but having played Bloodborne again with supply and whatnot, and I can't really tell you about DS3 because this wasn't out then. Like it feels like it doesn't have this kind of a rhythm to it. I actually prefer this game. That's probably the reason why I'm really liking it. I once was hating its open world aesthetic just because I'm not great with memory, but while there's a lot of nonsense laying about, this game I feel like is a vast improvement. And I'm very excited to see more of it. Whether story's good or not, that still, it doesn't kill it for me. Story is one of the things I do enjoy in games. I just don't like constant repetition where it's the same shit every other game, i.e. shooters, fighting games. This combat is differentiated enough, and its combat is... Even I get tired of RPGs. Like, Pokemon's not doing it for me, as it was. Like, they haven't changed enough. Their additions with certain things just make the certain fights last a bit longer for a cool aesthetic. Like, I like my Final Fantasy because they're more active time, a lot of them. But even that still gets old, but that's more strategy. But I really heavily enjoy my action RPGs, regardless of that fact. Even though the boss, a lot of your fights are similar, and it's similar mechanics. You dodge and wait and attack, whatever. But these kind of games are differentiated enough. I also have never really been a big fan of missions that are or games that have like mission-based things. Like I do love Devil May Cry, but it's missions. Like Mission 1, I just would prefer a game story without that. But like even those games are action games like those are enjoyable enough. Like Ninja Gaiden reboots. 1 and 2 were a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm rolling one. I only need to roll once. Oh. Could have hit there. Fuck you. Even swing after that last stomp there, asshole. I'm dead. I almost didn't get that last swing, or that last dodge off the attack before the one that killed me. I felt my hand barely hit the circle button on that one. You can tell I fell off my rhythm somewhere along the line of that fight. I'm sorry. Honestly, it is because I'm talking too much. Sorry. I have a weird instinct mode where I just go God for a moment. Hey, I really need to get better with that weapon. But I think the talking is keeping you guys more invested than just the gameplay. Good. What? Was I out of stamina there? You're good, homie. No, I know I am. I know I'm good. I just enjoy making conversation with people. Look, you guys have really helped me, you know that? Like, I've always been known to talk too much when I'm comfortable. Sorry. I can't win. It's always, you're too white, go get tanned, or whatever, or you're too quiet, or you talk too much, or you're too loud, or whatever. I can never win. Or I'm too cold, or I'm too warm. It's funny, that. I'm usually quiet, but you guys have broke me out enough that it's easier now to talk more. Sometimes I normally would not be this talkative, and you guys aren't even really talking to me. I'm just talking. This never happens. I'm not this open. I'm not outgoing at all. Horrendous. No, I'm far from that. Honestly, I enjoyed my Just Chatting extravaganza stream. I don't think I can just do that, but I would actually see myself doing more just chatting shit. I just need ways of figuring out what I would do for it. Hey, Soulstraw! What's good, man? Working on Godfrey. We're doing well. We're working on Godfrey. I'm actually pretty damn good. By the time I first encountered this fight, I was already good at it. It's a matter of me just being in rhythm at this point. Like, I've made it to a second phase and had a good few rounds on him, but, like, there's just anything can throw me off. But I've been doing well. Doing well against Godfrey. But we finally beat Gideon. Yo, showing support. Hey, TTV Sunwolf. I appreciate you. And Soulstraw. Excuse me. I want to type in caps. Thank you, Sunwolf. Fortnite and Elden Ring. How was your streams been, guys? How was your day? How was your day? How was your Easter, everybody? For anyone who's new, feel free to join the guild. I'm a big fan of Phantasy Star Online, and I love, like I was saying, I love my action RPGs. I do love games like Souls. I played all of them. Demon Souls onward, that is. I didn't play older, but I enjoy games like Final Fantasy, and a lot of the turn-based Final Fantasies are one of my favorites. Like, I like 7, 9, 8's alright. I like 9, and stuff like 10 too. Some of my favorite games. 5 and 6 are really good. I enjoy Pokemon. Like, I was last playing BDSP and Arceus before Elden Ring dropped. And then I've been playing a bit on and off Bloodborne and finishing up Dark Souls 3. So, like, a lot of my recent streams are co-op of DS3, a bit of Bloodborne with Supply. My latest stream of Bloodborne was good, but then it went to shit because I couldn't summon. And then it kept kicking me off. But I'm hoping our Bloodborne streams can go through, because me and my buddy Reaper, if you're looking for more Souls content, it's random, but it does happen, and we do finish it. We finished the entirety of DS3. It is on my YouTube. Most of it is. A lot of my other old streams, you can catch all my old work from my YouTube days and my old streams on my YouTube channel. Stuff from Monster Hunter World, Pokemon, to a lot of my game requested stuff from God of War's franchise up to God of Boy, which I have to complete. Some of my episodes have gone missing on some games, and that's one of them, along with Arceus. There's my entire Resident Evil playthrough from 1, 2, 3. It's remakes 4 onward, all the way to 8. I've done a lot of games. It's hard for me to memorize, remember and string off all my games I've done, but I've done a lot of games. I did a lot of Kingdom Hearts. I didn't beat through every Kingdom Hearts, but I did the main ones and 3. The only one I didn't complete was Recoded, and I didn't even start Dream Drop Distance. I didn't even get to fully beat Birth by Sleep, 100%. But I got all of 3 done and stuff like that. I don't know anymore on Kingdom Hearts, honestly. 3 was good, but it was a massive letdown, and I don't know how I feel about 4. Like, my buddy Supply is like, 4 is coming out! I'm just like, I didn't even see it at first. I was eventually going to see it on social media, because I normally don't check anything when I'm playing. I rarely even check my own Discord while I'm even streaming. And it was just like, huh. I don't know if it was because I was playing in this and focusing on it, but I just didn't care. My reaction was, no, but I don't know what happened. I did not like the ending of it. The post-game is horrible. Not only that, there was a big issue where I had to buy their DLC twice. I love Square Enix, but fuck you for that. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something happened. I would not have mistakenly bought the DLC twice. I really don't get what... I don't remember, but it was horrendous. And the DLC was just a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 2's like hidden boss fights, the data battles, for anyone who knows Kingdom Hearts, but they added in the rest of the organization, and it's a lot harder. And I was just, by the point I beat the game, I was just done. And I love Kingdom Hearts. I remember seeing that game in Game Informer and waiting for the first game to come out. Because I'm a big fan of, well, I like Disney. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it or anything, but I love Lion King and stuff like that. But I grew up with a lot of Disney, so I was excited, and I know of Final Fantasy, but a lot of my iteration with the characters are from Kingdom Hearts. But I've already known Final Fantasy growing up watching a bit of it. So I was excited. And, like, I loved the franchise ever since. And unfortunately 3 was a massive letdown. And I do want 4. But I know it's not going to be releasing yet. And I don't care about the phone games at all. So I don't really want to invest in a phone game. While this one seems a little better than the last one, I just don't know how invest I want to get into it. Ah! Yeah, he took me off there. Hello, I swung. Ah, yes. I made a mistake. I thought I hit, but I didn't, and then I swung again. I tried to roll attack, but alright. I got thrown off rhythm. But I love Dragon Ball Z, I love Phantasy Star. You can see some of those contents on that. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball hoodie. Yeah, my room's all decorated with figurines and shit. I got some of the I got quite a few of the Souls figures. I got 2 and 3s, and I got Elden Rings. I got a bunch of Dragon Ball statues from fighters in Xenoverse 2 and stuff like that. I don't really care if you smoke. Some people are like 420 friendly, like I do smoke. Like I don't make 420 specifically, I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, no. Even if I didn't smoke, it's not like so like I know that's a thing among streamers or whatever. I'm fine with. I'm just anything. I don't even limit myself to 18 plus, even though I swear a lot and talk dirty things. My friends and I can get together and have some really random conversation. I'm just me. Like, this is 100. To be honest, I don't even really know how to act. Like, if I were to fake something, I can't. A reaction to, say, someone saying something, a reaction to some amount of donate, someone like that. I'll cry on stream for the slightest bit of love, like, or just anything that can make me happy enough. I've opened up my heart to everyone too several times. Ah, fuck. You gotta be careful. Sometimes when he does that drag attack there, he can hit you, or, you know, some of his attacks, he can hit you from the back end of his axe. I ran into his axe again. The back end of his axe.